Hello children, how are you? I hope you are doing fabulous. You know children, today we are going to discuss about a chapter that has great association with motivation and inspiration. Fine. So, first of all, I would like to ask you, have you ever heard of late Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam? Have you ever heard of Amitabh Bachchan of Bollywood? Let me know. Why I am asking all these questions? Because you know children, Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam have had a great trials and tribulations when he was a child. He even tried for Air Force exam to become a pilot, but he flunked at that exam. And what happened later on? He ended up becoming the President of India. Similarly, when Amitabh Bachchan was young, he tried his luck for radio. He tried his luck for radio. He wanted to become an RJ, but then he was rejected. And later on, what happened? We know the angry man of Bollywood. He is none other than Shri Amitabh Bachchan. So, in these two contexts, we have got the immense amount of inspiration. What one has determined to do, what one has fixed, one's goal is fixed. Now no one can shudder that person's motivation to become so. As such story, we are going to deal with this, the sound of music. Now, what is the meaning of sound and what is the meaning of music? First of all, we have to know. Sound means I'm speaking on my mic. This is my mic. You can hear it with the help of the speaker. And the meaning of music is very natural. Music, we listen to any songs, any instrument. Understand the meaning of music? Okay. Now, the sound of music is written by Deborah Cowley. Written by Deborah Cowley. The sound of music has been categorized, has been divided into two parts. We are now dealing with the first part. That is, Evelyn Glenn listens to sound. Now, the first figure we have got, that is Evelyn Glenn. Evelyn Glenn. We will talk about this particular figure. Before this, I am going to make you familiarize a bit about Deborah Cowley, the authoress, okay, of this chapter. Who is Deborah Cowley? Very interestingly, you may be surprised to know that Deborah Cowley was born in India only. Later, she immigrated to Canada. Fine. And Deborah Cowley has tried to write hundreds of articles for the edition of the Reader's Digest. Fine. She also tried to help the children of Africa that was located in Ghana. Fine, this much. Now, as we have got two main characters in the present story, that is, the first is Evelyn Glenn and the second one is Ron Forbes, the percussionist. Okay, now I may say one thing, that Evelyn Glenn is a person, firstly, she could not able to hear anything. As such person became later on the worldwide personality who noted for playing xylophone amazingly. It is acclaimed that no other person than her can play xylophone, okay, like her. So here Evelyn Glenn, when she was born, she was absolutely well. And it all happened till the age of 8. Headmistress at her school notified that something was wrong happening with hearing. Headmistress informed her mother that her child was not well with hearing skill. This is where she started noticing that something unusual was happening with hearing power. And by 11 years, she became full deaf. Not a single thing could be sounded by her because some nerve problem was occurring in the brain. That's the biological diagnosis of it. But then she was determined to become a good instrumental player. She became a versatile xylophone player. Now, and it was the odd time in her life when even the teachers also demotivated her, discouraged her a lot in order to pursue further her dream. Each and every other individual discouraged her. However, she was immensely inspired by one figure, that is Ron Forbes, the percussionist. Percussionist means a person who plays any instrument, instrument of music by hitting, by striking. It may be bell, it may be drum, so on, so forth, like this. Fine. Now, Ron Forbes notified the potential in this child, Evelyn Glenn. Evelyn Glenn also participated in RAM. What's RAM? Royal Academy of Music. And her position was marked. It was the supreme number that she achieved in the history of Academy. No other person before her achieved that many marks as she achieved. Fine. So later on, she also topped her course throughout. And all these things happened when she turned 17 years of age. Fine. Up to this, I hope everything is clear. If you have any doubt, you may ask me. Now, if I ask you, who is Ron Forrebus and what's the importance of Ron Forrebus in Evelyn's life, you may say. This question can be asked. Okay, so she later on, what happened later on, she even tried her concerts that held in prisons, then in schools. It happened right from the people who lived in prison, who lived at schools, the children. Fine. That's how she conducted her concerts and things just went on and went on. So we can notify, we can spot, we can observe the indomitable spirit that she possesses. Okay, and with that spirit she can break every other kind of barrier that she faces. And you know, children, how she used to understand the rhythm, the intonation of the musical instruments. She had a great art of understanding of all this with the help of organs, with the help of body organs. Yes, can you imagine how, like with the help of drums sticks, like this kind of sticks, she was try to understand the reverberation of it, the vibration of it whenever it used to hit the drum. Fine. Now when she used to get on the stage or the platform that was made up of wood, she used to go barefoot without using the shoes, so that the vibration that she was putting on different instruments, she could understand, she could feel it, she could perceive it. This is the process that she followed minutely. Fine. Now all these things just went on very well and she became popular over the days. As a matter of fact, very surprisingly, you know, children, what she used to do? She used to observe the mouth of the person who was singing. With observation of the lips, the movement of the lips, she tried to understand what the person was singing, what the other person was speaking to. So with this skill to understand, to perceive, she tried to beat the xylophone. She tried to play the xylophone. And throughout the story, only one thing is similar, that is the indomitable optimism. What you have fixed in your life, you must go for it. No matter what other person says, no matter what other person thinks of you, it doesn't matter. What you think of yourself, that's the most important thing, and that's all about. That's it. Okay. So this lesson teaches us at a very worldwide level, at a very higher level, that we are not bound to anything. We can do what we can, and that's what we are here. Okay, this is how you should go on. If I ask you to write about the character of Evelyn Glenn and Ron Forrebus, the percussionist, I hope you can write. learn these two important characters along with one another question, that is, another question I would like to ask you: how Evelyn Glenn overcame her all sacrifices and struggles, and how she distinguished herself as a great music player. This is another question, and try to understand the significance of it. We are learning from it a lot. Still, if you have any doubt, do ask me. I will try to make it clear. Thank you for your time.